Hi guys, and welcome to my Tuesday Talks. Today we are going to talk about what to eat before a workout, how to fuel before a workout. So we're going to go over should we eat or not before we work out, and then if you do, how is the proper way to fuel? Like why it's so important to fuel, how to, and what should be the macros for that before workout snack, and some examples of what you can eat before a workout. So let's get started. Okay, should we eat or shouldn't we eat before workout? In the past years or recent years, it have become really popular to work out on an empty stomach because the premise is that you would burn more fat if you exercise without eating, because your main energy sources are fat and carbs, and if you haven't eaten anything, well, we assume that the body is going to burn that fat faster. So that's where this kind of line of thinking comes from. So as we said, the body primarily fuel is carbs and is fat. So body fat is stored in the body as triglycerides, as in the fat tissue. And carbs are stored in the muscles as glycogen. And they're also available in the form of blood sugar. So when exercising on an empty stomach, energy needs are met by the breakdown of fat. So that is true. The thing is, like, there have been a lot of studies done in the past years that have shown that it's like we immediately, like during the workout and like in the short term, we do burn more fat, but long term, there was no difference shown between the people that had a snack before they work out and the people that worked fasted. There was no difference between the amount of fat they lost through time. So there's something to think about. So when we work out at a low intensity, how does the body work? So at lower intensity, the body's going to burn more fat. So the percentage from 100% of the energy we use, most of it is from fat and less is from carbs. But when we are in a high intensity workout, is the other way around. We burn less fat and more carbs. So if we don't eat, the thing that's going to happen is that we're going to break down. Yes, we're going to use muscle, but if your workouts are longer and they're really intensive, then what's going to happen is we're going to start the break of the muscle, because the body is like, I need to get energy from somewhere, and in the fat, it takes more to start burning it, so it's going to grab from the muscles too to make up for all that energy it needs for a high intensity workout or for a long duration workout. So if you're going to work out less than an hour, then it's not, or it's a moderate easy intensity that you're going to do, then it doesn't make that much of a difference if you prefer to go without eating. But if you're going to, like, if you have an endurance workout and you're going to be working out for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you're going to go cycling or you're training for marathon, it's very important that you actually give your body the nutrients that it needs to be able to achieve, and you can perform the way you want during the workout. Because when we don't eat, what is going to be hurt the most is your performance. You may be able to get through the workout, but you're going to feel like lethargic, and it's going to feel more difficult to get through that workout if you haven't eaten. So what to do is more up to you and your preference. There's people that are like, I just really cannot eat before I work out, or people that I do need something in my stomach before I work out. So you kind of have like the guidelines, the pros and cons on both sides. What to do, how to fuel. I'm going to give you some general guidelines. If you want more specific, I recommend you to visit a nutritionist that could look at your specific needs and your day and your routine, and can kind of guide you better and give you in a specific form of fueling during and before your workouts. So the main goal to fuel before a workout is to optimize glucose availability in glycogen stores. So make sure our muscles and our liver have that glycogen ready to use, so we have all the energy available for our workout. And number 2, to provide fuel needed for exercise, because we need that energy. We're going to burn calories. What are calories? There is energy. So we need that energy available. If we don't have it available, we get tired. We hit the wall, like they say when you run. So you need to make sure that you are properly fueled. For example, like athletes that are training for a competition, it is very normal to hear them like, I'm carb loading. So they're eating, most carbs than usual, because those days preview to the competition, the muscles can store glycogen to be used in the future days. So they kind of start carb loading and getting that glycogen stores up, so they're available when they need them on the race day. So fueling is going to depend on each person, and also it's going to depend on the training that person is going to do. So it depends on each person. So there's not like a recipe that applies for everybody. So in general, a pre-workout meal or a pre-workout snack should have these 4 things. Number 1, it should be high in carbs to maximize the energy availability. Then it has to be low in fat and low in fiber to minimize gastrointestinal distress. Because how I had talked to you about in the macros talk a couple weeks ago, fiber is not digested. Fiber kind of moves through the system, and it kind of, the body works to digest it, but it doesn't. So if you eat fiber, you may feel a discomfort. Carbs are processed faster, but the fiber in the carbs, not so much. So if you get you have stomach issues, then more so stay away from the fiber. Then it should be moderate in protein and well tolerated. And for this, you may have to try a few different pre-workout snacks and see which one works better for you. Investigating for this, I read a lot of people prefer just a shake because it's easily digested and it has the proper ratio of protein and carbs. So you can, if you don't want to eat anything solid because your stomach, gets upset, then maybe a shake is an option for you. But for this, it's kind of trial and error and try to find out what works better for you. The timing, around 45 to 60 minutes before you're going to work out. And the snack should be 70 to 75% carbs and 20 to 25% easy digestible protein and, the fat, a little bit of fat. How many calories? Between 100 and 200, but that also depends on what kind of activity you're about to do and what kind of athlete you are. So if you're gonna go on a bike ride for many hours, maybe you need more calories. If it's a shorter workout, you don't need as many calories in your pre-workout snack. What are some examples of pre-workout meals? Yogurt with fruit is a very good choice. Also a protein bar that has fruits in it. And then a fruit like a banana or an orange or an apple. I usually eat a banana because it's just easy and it's easy to grab, and for me it works fine. I don't get the stomach discomfort or anything. So I usually work out 20 minutes after I eat it and I'm fine. But that depends on each person. So just try some different options and see which one works better for you. Now, hydration, the important thing is to be well hydrated, not only for your workout, but always. And the way to check this is with your urine. If it's pale yellow, you're good. If it's too dark, then you should hydrate better. And like a general measurement is half your weight in pounds. That's what you drink in ounces of water. And if you're gonna do outdoor activity, then you probably, and if it's hot and you need to drink more. So what the recommendation is 2 cups of water before the activity if it's outdoors, and also between 20 and 30 minutes before you drink 8 ounces of water. Like if you're gonna train, 20 to 30 minutes before you work out, like 8 ounces of water to make sure you're well hydrated. And actually, like if you weigh yourself before your workout, when you're done with your workout, you should weigh exactly the same. And that's what when you know, okay, I'm well hydrated, because you're gonna be losing, you sweat a lot, you lose water, but you should be drinking that water back. You shouldn't be trying, if you're like, oh, I lost this much while in my workout, it doesn't work like that. What you're losing is just water. And you actually should weigh the same before you work out, and when you after you work out. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for spending this 10-11 minutes with me. I also invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're gonna find more fit tips, also exercise tutorials, and a lot of different workouts with all kinds of equipments that you can do at home or at the gym if they are open where you live. So have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week too. Bye.